Welcome to part 2 of our purchase order video lesson, where we explore more advanced options. From the purchase order screen, you can check on the inventory and payment status of an order in the top right. You can filter your purchase order view to see only POs with a certain status. Let's look at unfulfilled orders only. An inventory status of unfulfilled would mean the items haven't been added to the inventory, and a payment status of owing would mean that not all of the order is paid. From the Purchase tab, if you click Fulfill, inFlow will put the products you've received from your vendor into your default location. Now, there are several types of default locations, the most popular being your system default. If you've specified a default location for each particular product, on the Product Records Extra Info tab, inFlow will use that instead of the system default. If you then select a location on the purchase order, that location will override any system or product defaults that you've set. In this example, even though the default location for this product is New York Warehouse, we have selected Main Warehouse for the order, so inFlow will receive it to the main warehouse instead. If you're using sublocations, you may want to specify which aisle or bin you're receiving each product to as the order comes in. You can do that by clicking to the Receive tab. Clicking Autofill will add all the items from the order to the Receive tab so that you can adjust the locations one by one. If you want to use autofill, but haven't actually received a few of the items, you can right-click and delete a row to keep from receiving it. You can also click into the Receive tab and scan one item at a time to identify what you've received, adjusting the locations the products are being received to when you're done. When you save the order, anything added to the Receive tab will go into inventory, using the locations listed there. If there are any other costs you'd pay, but which aren't linked to your vendor, such as a transaction fee or border tariff, you can enter those in the non-vendor costs field in the bottom left. This lets inFlow add the value to the cost of the products you're purchasing. You can turn shipping on to get more options like freight, payment terms, and carrier. Keep track of shipping charges in the freight field. inFlow will divide the amount you paid for shipping across each item in the order so that the cost reflects shipping fees. If you want to keep track of when payments for your purchase orders are due, you can set payment terms so inFlow can identify and assign a due date. For example, if you choose net 15 as your payment terms, then the due date will be 15 days from the date you receive your stock. You can also select the due date manually if you prefer. Required ship date is another option which helps you track which orders will be coming in on a given day. You'll be able to see the orders with a required ship date on reports and in the sales order list. You can also record the carrier your vendor is using in the carrier field in the bottom left. Thanks for joining us as we outline the details of using inFlow's purchase order screen. There's more to come, so stay tuned.